So we are live. And how you doing this fine, wonderful evening, beautiful?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Enjoying a wonderful afternoon, well, evening after a hard day of work and everything. And we're sitting here editing, editing and making promotional tools for this doggone podcast. So
Okay. Busy guy.
now, so and how have your day been? And how was your weekend?
It was good. It was actually, I have two kids, and it was my son's birthday on Saturday. So busy weekend with
Okay.
that.
Oh, I can understand that. So now, what's interesting is that as I was doing my research on this sexy lady smokers, she has mastered the DP and the double vaginal because when I was looking at some of the videos, I was like, damn, well, she's a beast with that. And
I,
did you think we go ahead?
nope, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
That I was saying, do you think that you were capable of that before you got in this business?
DP. Yeah. And double vag. I did both before. My husband and I were in the lifestyle first, so we tried and
Mm-hmm.
experimented different things. I've also done a gangbang before that my husband put together for me. So the most guys I've had at once is five.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So now, tell me about the first time you tried and achieved the double vaginal. Because one
When
thing
I
to
tried,
do DP, another thing to do double vaginal.
so it was two separate occasions. The first DP, I just really liked watching porn like that. I like MFM, so two guys and one girl or more. And it was for my 34th birthday. And my husband, once again, like set
Mm.
everything up where we rented an Airbnb with two other couples that we're really close with in the lifestyle, and they knew that I wanted to try it. So
Mm.
that was on the agenda. So not only did I do a DP that night, but I also did an airtight. So yeah, my mouth as well. So all of everything full, airtight, and I fucking loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, like I want more of this in my life. And then it's funny because the birthday after that, it was just one of our guy
Mm-hmm.
friends, and that's when I did the double
Mm.
badge. I tried it for the first time.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Husband,
but
I like
I
you. I
never,
like your husband.
huh?
I like your husband.
Uh-oh, you're frozen.
No, okay, it's just crazy on my side, but no, I would say I like your husband. I like his thought process.
Yeah, he jokes about he created me, that he pulled out my inner slut, and he always has. He's always, been there. Like, we like to push limits and test boundaries, and we're comfortable enough with each other and trust each other that we have a lot of fun with it.
Mhm.
But I had never done
And
DAP
porn is a
before.
place that ooh
Yeah, I
wow
did DAP.
wait. You've done double anal?
Yeah, for DP Diva. Yeah.
Oh my, how did that feel to have two in your ass?
It was intense, but I liked it. I really, really, really like anal a lot, and I like rough anal. So having them both in there, I want to do it again for sure. It's definitely on my list to do more.
Smokers, you see how this is starting off, right? So with that being said, hello, smokers. Time to smoke this over and welcome to the Smokers Lounge. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. You know, you can find all my links, one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. four sponsors to tell you about: blusherotica.com, eroticismmagazine.com, for you people that love candles, the Kinky Candle Company. And for you people that need legal aid, I got you covered, the Queen of Law, Mitchell Ferrari. Also, you can find me 5 days out the week in the mornings at fullswatradio.com. Also, you can listen to me at the sgpradio.com as well as skyhawkafterdarktv.com. Now, as you can see, this lady can handle dick in all three holes, 2 at a time. Bring it. Oh, yes, and she loves it. And she has some of the sexiest legs in the business, the prettiest smile, and the most nastiest demeanor on camera. She is the hottest. And on top of that, she also loves doing some freaky shit with the ladies. I'm going to shut up and let this gorgeous hot wife introduce herself. Go ahead and tell them who you are, baby.
Hi, I'm Sienna Rae. And like you said, I'm a hot wife and a MILF, a legit MILF. So 36 with 2 kids.
Yeah. Yes, and let's not be modest. She has shot with the top companies in this business. I was sitting there looking, I was like, Team Ski, Naughty America. I was like, oh my shit. I was like, okay, shoot. And now I'm going to ask you, the scene that you did with Misty Stone was in, I think she was narrating it, and was you, and I think you was playing the stepmother to the stepdaughter. Tell us about that scene, because that was an interesting scene, especially the way that they were setting up with the previews.
Yeah, and so with that scene, I love working with She Seduced Me. So usually if I am in LA, I will work with them, and it's a content trade. So you don't get paid to do it, but they do all the filming, the pictures, everything is just like a pro studio. And then they give you that content first several months before they even release it on their website, and you get to sell it and make profit off of it. Yeah, and so that was my 3rd and 4th scene with them, because it's actually a 2-part one. So the first part is just me and my stepdaughter, and then the second part is where Misty's going to come in. She's my new wife, and then all 3 of us are going to be squirting.
Oh my God, you got to work with Misty Stone.
Yeah,
wow,
my gosh,
awesome.
She's amazing. She's the sweetest, most bubbly person I've ever met. It was a lot of fun.
No doubt. So let's go back in the time machine. First, let's begin with, how did you end up becoming a swinger? How that conversation began, how that conversation started, and all that good stuff.
I might have to try to go upstairs because I feel like my internet is just not cooperating down here.
It must got me on delay.
Yeah, let me try to go upstairs because you keep on cutting out and I can't hear you. Okay. But it might be me because I'm in my basement.
Oh, see, yeah. So, but you can still hear me, can't you?
My husband. So sometimes when you're speaking, it'll like cut out. So, but I think it might be my internet, so I'll just go upstairs.
Okay. I see y'all got the setup downstairs.
Yeah, I have it set up down there. That's it used to be our sex dungeon. And then when I joined the industry, it's like where I do customs and stuff now.
I swear, whenever I get in a relationship, I hope I find a woman this fun. I be jealous of the swinging couples. I be like, I would have found somebody this damn fun. It be flashing and shit and stuff. So, now, but now what I was asking was, let's go back to the time machine. What got you and your hubby
down there? The internet's not working down there. I guess I can kick Noli out upstairs, but give me just a second. I just have to move things around. The internet is working better up here, so.
Okay. So while she's doing that, let me talk to my Smokers real quick. What's going on, Smokers? Yes, while she's doing all that good stuff, y'all need to subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room, people. Yes, I'm talking about 5 premium podcasts that you're going to love. Actually, by the time this drop, it'll be 6 because we're adding a new one. The announcement will be, well, by this time should be, the announcement should be out that Bella Queese will be returning with a new podcast on the Premium Smoke Room. Bella Queese says it all. Plus, we also put, like I said, 6 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. You know, it gets provocative, it gets more wild, it gets more crazier. The conversation gets more saucy. The kids come out, dildos pop out. You don't know that you subscribe. Also, for you people on Spotify, go ahead and subscribe over there and check out Savage Smoke. Plus, I got some good stuff coming for you over there on Spotify for my Spotify subscribers. So trust me, I haven't forgotten about y'all. So she is back with better internet and everything. So now, back to where my question was. We're going in the time machine. First, we're going to begin with how did you get into the world of swinging? How did that conversation begin?
So porn actually started it. So it's kind of like a full circle where we watched a lot of like videos, like group scenes and MFMs and things like that. And we're like, oh, like that looks really hot. And then, we just decided to try it and put ourselves out there. And we've been doing it for 3 years now.
So tell me about your first experience in the swinging lifestyle.
So we actually took it pretty slow. Like we started off just oral swapping, so blowjobs and the foreplay and stuff like that. But it was all really exciting. And whenever we were done, like we came home and we fucked the shit out of each other, and we just and we loved it. We were like, oh my gosh, it just. And I tell people this all the time too, like the littlest things, just like kissing your spouse.
Yeah.
When you've kissed other people, like you just appreciate your spouse even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're the only one. And I tell people this all the time. Like even though, I'm having sex with all these porn stars and stuff, there's still no one who knows my body like my husband does, who knows how to please me like my husband does, and who I trust as much as my husband. So our sex will always be the best just because we have that deep, deep connection with each other.
Yeah, because people don't realize that the most important part of the swinging, poly, or any of that is the reclaiming, period, on both sides of it. I just sit there and watch my woman get plowed, and then I get to remind her who daddy is when she gets home. And that what makes the sex even more intense, period. So it like when y'all started, y'all was going to clubs or parties when y'all were doing the oral stuff?
Yeah, when we first started swinging, we had just like met another couple and like went out to dinner with them. And like I said, we took it slow, and then we did a couple of parties in Wisconsin, and the scene here isn't that great. So we would go to Chicago. Yeah. We went to a club in Chicago, and that's where we really found like our group of people, and like the parties were really fun, and they do like hotel takeovers and things like that. So with the drive that we have to do and the planning we have to do, the hotel takeovers are the best option for us for sure.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you found out that you had great blowjob skills before you got it for. If that's the first thing you start off with.
And I get a lot of compliments on my hands too. Like I remember one of my first like scenes that came out was like this like lower quality one, like shady spot, and it's like a massage one where you do blowjob and hand job, and there's so many people that are like, it's on my bucket list to get a hand job from you. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, because people realize that milking scenes make money, and plus people love watching those type scenes.
Yeah.
Period. Trust and believe, especially if they done right.
Yeah,
I like
and
when the girl
I
pull out the
love
rubber
giving
gloves.
head, so.
Ooh. I love a woman to give head. That's in the best kind.
Yeah, that's foreplay enough for me. Like my pussy will be wet enough just from sucking dick that I can
Ooh,
start.
ooh, that is beautiful. So now, how did the swinging, which is the gateway drug to porn, turn into porn for you?
So with the swinging, like I said, we belong to a group in Chicago, and they have
Mm-hmm.
a website that is like very similar to like a Facebook or an Instagram where you can share sexy pictures and sexy
Mm-hmm.
videos and like videos of you like with your sexy friends. And I realized like I really liked recording us and like
Mm-hmm.
sharing it with other people and other people watching it. I liked being watched and I liked watching it later on. Like it was a turn
Mm-hmm.
on for me. And so that's kind of where like the porn led into it. And I decided to dip my feet in the water last June, not this one, but the one before.
Mm-hmm.
And did hot milfs fuck. I did a vaginal scene with them and an anal scene. And I had so much fun. I don't think there was any turning back.
Well, dang, because from some people, they start off by just doing like a content trade, dealing with a content creator. You went straight to a company.
Yeah.
How did that shoot come about? Tell us about your first time being on set. Was you nervous? Was you scared? What did they do to make you feel comfortable? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So what we did, like when we were just kind of like putting feelers out there, we put a profile on sexyjobs.com. I don't know if you've heard of it or not. Most of it is
Yes, I
like,
have.
yeah. And so I had a profile on there and I had a casting consultant reach out to me. His name is Eli Thomas. He
Mm-hmm.
actually used to be an agent for several years. He's in Florida now and he produces and directs. And he also has like the Fetish Model Network,
Mm-hmm.
fmn.com. Yeah, so he reached out to me and we really connected. He was very good about, answering questions, making me feel comfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
he knew the owners of Hot Mills Fuck. And so he had set that up.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't ask for a better first experience. Hot Mills Fuck, which is also Casting Couch, BBC Surprise,
Mm-hmm.
Showgirls, all of them. Like they have a ton of different ones. But Steve and Fatima are the owners and they spoil you. They fly you out there, they pay for your hotel, the driving, they pay double what most companies pay because they're focused on those amateurs, like people who have never done
Yeah.
it before. They want you to be comfortable. um they were always checking in on me. Like Fatima stayed up super super late just to make sure I made it to my hotel okay. Like
Mm-hmm.
very kind people. And I was ridiculously nervous all leading up to it, like driving to the airport, doing my flights the night before. I couldn't sleep. I mean, it was a big deal. But as soon as I got on set, even just with like hair and makeup, everyone was so cool and open minded and very chill. And that kind of just set the tone for it all. And then
Mm-hmm.
being able to be on camera and speak openly, and I love to be naked, so that doesn't hurt anything either. It was such a freeing experience. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
never felt more like myself than I do when I'm on a porn set.
Yeah, because your first two shoots, one of them was anal. So you came in the game doing anal.
Yeah, so and that wasn't actually like the original plan. So they flew me in for the vaginal one and I did that one. And once I got like out of the shower and stuff, they were like, "Well, we know you love anal. Would you like to stay an extra day and do an anal scene?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I would. Like I love anal." Um yeah, I remember my first agent, he was like, "Why did you do anal already?" I was like, "Because I love anal. Like I enjoy it. Why wouldn't I?" Like
Mm-hmm.
I do this more for the pleasure and the fun of it than I do the
Mm-hmm.
money. The money's
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah.
that's not what it's all about. You put a lot of money in just to travel, because I live
Mm-hmm.
in the Midwest. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it seemed like as you can see, people, she was already on her course for the extreme side of it when it comes to the holes
yeah.
and everything. So So before that, was you shooting content? So you weren't shooting content yet. So you walked in doing the paid gigs. Okay. So when did it turn to content? Shooting content for yourself to sell to make money?
Shortly after that, just kind of being like a thing in between, because I was a teacher. Like I did like an emergency licensure, so I was an elementary school teacher, and that doesn't really go hand in hand with porn. So
Yeah.
I had to quit that job, unfortunately, before they found out and drug me through the mud and all that stuff. So just kind of like a supplement in between, doing the porn sets and things like that, and just kind of connecting with the fans and building a name for myself and putting myself out there.
Yeah. So when it came to like I said, shooting your own content, how did you find the male talents that you worked with, female talents, and so forth? Because one thing to deal with the studios where the talent's already there versus now I have to do fillers to find people to work with.
Yeah, so for me, it's really difficult too, because I live in a very small conservative town, and there are not people around me at all to work with. So what I do is I try to work with people whenever I am in LA or Florida. So luckily, I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and then we just kind of schedule from there. Like they'll reach out to me, and then I'll just let them know when I'm in the area, and we'll try to make it work and stuff like that. But it's challenging because people are pretty flaky in the industry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised with your sexy ass. I don't see how the hell they'll flake on that shit. I get to do anal. You a dream to work with, baby. What you talking about?
No, I've had pretty good luck. I remember one trip. I think I did I had 2 scenes, and then I had like 6 other people that I was working with, and no one canceled. So like 8 days of just pure fucking.
I can believe it. So now, like I said, you do the DP, you do the double batch, and you have done the double anal, which I'm pretty sure. I know she had to show the gate after that was over with. I'm sorry. That's a trophy picture right there.
I don't think they did in the video, actually, because I watched that.
I would have showed that gate.
Yeah.
I'm like, 'cause that was a gate. Did you take
Yeah.
2 dicks in the ass? Oh my God.
Right.
And the difficulty of it.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like them just sitting in there. The guy on top was just like pounding it in, and I'm bouncing on it too. So
Yeah. So now, when did you start? So when did you do your first DP?
it was
Because
with
I'm pretty.
so I did one in the lifestyle. I did that first one, and then I did 2 other ones. I did multiple ones during my gangbang, obviously. And then also that birthday that I did the DVP, we also did DP during that as well. So I had like those 3 times before I did pro.
The hell? The hell? I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
No, but because the reason why I say that is that because you said that earlier that your agent kind of felt a little disappointed to hold on 1 second. I'm in the middle of a show. I'll call you back, man. No,
yeah.
One
So
of my
the
friends is
first,
calling. Go ahead.
the first pro DP scene that I did, I reached out to the director personally and was like, "Hey, I want to be working with your company and everything," and that's how we set that up. So DP Diva, Maestro Claudio.
Damn. See, so how can I put this? What I was getting to was, it seemed like your agent was a little disappointed you did anal so fast. But what I was taught is that girls that do it all get the most money, get the most opportunity, gets the most bookings. So for me, because you do so much, do you think because you do a lot of that, it helps you get more bookings?
I'm sure that it does, but one of the things is I'm not local. So I don't, and I only fly out for like 7 to 10 days at a time because I don't like to be away from my family too long. I just have a very short like time span of like when I can get bookings, and it just kind of depends on what their schedules are like and everything. But no, it definitely opens up more doors for sure.
Mhm. Most definitely. Because, like I said, you had shot with Not in America. You had shot with you done shot with many of the top companies, you know what I'm saying? and also because the way that you do your content, you're shooting studio quality shit, literally studio quality shit. Because it was like I didn't realize that was a content trade with you and that with you and Misty Stone in there. So
Yeah,
so
She
with
Seduced
you,
Me is amazing.
oh, I can believe it. I wish I could see that. So for you, it's kind of like this. When it comes to working, shooting with male talents, because we know that content, well, because your content trade is based off the guys you work with is based off the studios that you do the content with. Am I correct?
hmm
So, so it's kind of like they're already picked for you, just picking through them. Am I correct?
Yeah, yep. So a lot of times, like, sometimes the agents will reach out and they'll be like, it's going to be with so and so. Like, how do you feel about it? And, people
Mm-hmm.
have their no lists and stuff. I don't have anyone on mine yet, thankfully. Like, I haven't had any issues with anyone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm open minded with like who I work with. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's nice that the agents will reach out and they'll send you like their Twitter
Wow.
links or whatever. They want to double check, make sure that you're comfortable with them. But it's not always like that. A lot of times you find out the night before when you get your call sheet.
That is interesting. The reason why I'm saying that because, as you know, in the content trade world, it's more of people reaching out to each other on Twitter.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? With
Mhm.
you don't have to do that. So my question is, do you think the way that you do it is actually a better and smarter way than the way that the people normally doing it through Twitter? Because you kind of, especially since agencies are reaching out to you for content trade. Let's make that clear.
Oh, it's just She Seduced Me that I've done that with. All the other
Okay.
ones, yeah, it's just She Seduced Me. So, like I
Mm,
said, he usually likes to he'll say next time you're in town, reach out to me, and then I'll let him know. So it's Alan
mm,
who does
mm,
it through She
mm.
Seduced Me, and then he'll look and see like what other females he has available around the time, and
Mm.
he'll send me them. So it's just She Seduced
So
Me
what?
that
So
I
what
do it.
about the guys though? Because I know when you go to LA, you do shoot boy girl content.
Yeah, so that is Twitter, same way.
Okay.
Yep.
So now, when it comes to choosing, because I always say this caveat, part of this is that we want to fuck them too. Now, let's keep it. We got it. We gonna find them attractive. It helps with
Yeah.
the scene. We gonna get that out of the way. What? Because you didn't came in the game shooting at a high level. What is your criteria, and what do you look at when it comes to male talent to work with, especially if they contact you?
So it's kind of like how they approach it. And also, one thing that has been big to me, because I've filmed with people who have less followers than me or whatever. And I don't have a strong, like, I'm not a huge follower on Twitter yet either.
Mm,
But, like supporting each other. There's some people who I've really enjoyed working with, and it's because they
mm,
constantly, were there since the beginning of my career, like being
mm.
supportive, commenting, reaching out, seeing how I'm doing, stopping by my AVN booth, saying hi. I want it to be someone who, I don't know, like has more fun with it. It's not just like I even because
Yeah.
I've had a collab with someone before who I definitely wasn't like his normal type of person. Like, because I'm not that like supermodel twerking like stripperish type of
Oh
like
no.
porn star. It's just not me. I'm more goofy, silly, sexy, dirty. And it just
Mm-hmm.
was one of those things where I was like, we just didn't mesh, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, I want to work with people who I'm going to mesh well with.
Mm-hmm.
If they're too pushy about stuff, like if they're constantly like on me, and I've already told them, hey, I'll let you know when I'm in town. Like that's definitely a turn off for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I told you I would tell you, like if I had the
Mm-hmm.
availability and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because pro scenes come number one for me.
Oh yeah.
Because I spend so much money making the trip out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I enjoy pro scenes better. I just do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing too. But yeah, I definitely just want to make sure we're gonna mesh. And also
Mm-hmm.
if they do anal and they do like freakier
Mm-hmm.
stuff, I am more into that too, because that's the type of content that I personally want to make and my fans like of me. So like I have a good bit of
I just feel so
anal
sad
content.
listening to you, and I'm retired because she's into everything that I like to shoot. No, because to me, I like one, anal wasn't a big thing, so I didn't get to do anal a lot. And I do
Yeah.
them scenes, especially if she's a female that can ride it, reverse cowgirl anal.
Hmm.
My God, and can lean back with it to where you can see it. Oh my, that I'm sorry, that's a shot. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful shot. Still, all that shit. Girls is into the BDSM. We can do the role play, rough stuff, Even with you, because like no, I would never have you twerking, no, because after seeing you do the Naughty America, I'll be along the lines of doing shit like that with you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The hot wife next door, the we meeting up, we like her husband gave her a hall pass weekend type situation, shit like
Yeah.
that.
Those are the
You know,
funnest.
yeah. And see, too, also what's lost is what I also see that you keep within your own content is working around fucking clothes.
Yeah.
Keeping the heels on. You get what I'm saying? So for you, it's like when you do the porn because you watch porn, do you do the porn that you kind of grew up watching or adored or loved?
I feel like I do a mixture of it, but I definitely so like I feel like there's like two sides of like the porn that I like. So I really love the gonzo stuff, obviously, like the
Yeah.
evil angel type stuff where very focused on it being like sloppy and go with the flow, just like that organic chemistry,
Yeah.
very nasty, very, anal focused and stuff like that. But then
Mm-hmm.
there's the other part of me who, I really liked a lot of like deeper scenes
Yeah.
through, Caden Cross and Vixen, because
Mm-hmm.
I like all of the detail and like the art. That's part of it as
Yeah.
well. So I like both of those things. But I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely am more of a gonzo girl.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm down to shoot most kind of content. Like I don't like, love making really. It's not my thing. Like I like rough sex. Like that's just how it is. But other than that, like I'm game for
Said
whatever.
no kissing. No, pound the
No,
fuck
I
out of
love
me,
I love
sir.
I love to kiss. I love to kiss. I just don't like the very like slow, like, you know what I mean?
Sensual. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it fast and hard, and that's just a
Mm-hmm.
personal preference of mine.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. See, yeah, I see me and you would have worked just fine, cause now I mean, I ain't gonna front. You take double anal, so rough. It doesn't surprise me that you love it rough. So
Yeah,
now I'm gonna ask you this: which was the stronger orgasm, the double anal, the double vaginal, or the DP?
DP. I think just because like everything's so much tighter anyways, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it isn't just about like the feeling for me, it's the fact of like taking both of them at the same time and
Mm-hmm.
also like pleasing two people at the same time. Like that gets me off. Like I love to please multiple people at once.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole thing just kind of comes together, and yeah, I love DP. Definitely my favorite of the three.
Now, when it comes to your personal brand, because your personal content, what do you want people to think of when they see it?
Um Anal. Yep, she's an anal queen. It's harder for me. I would I would love to do more DP, but to get to other, talents on the same schedule and stuff, it's pretty hard. I only have one DP scene. It was actually from my first trip to LA too, but I would love to do more
Mm-hmm.
personal DP content, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just tougher to make stuff work. But no, I just for anything, I think like that's my niche is anal and DP for sure. Just because I love it so much and I think it really shows through in my scenes as well that I'm not just like
Mm-hmm.
acting or just like going through the motions. I'm
Mm-hmm.
genuinely enjoying it.
Yeah, because so that means a guy could just bypass the vaginal cyst, go straight in your ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I would have loved working with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I squirt from anal. I have lots of orgasms from anal. I love it.
So it so for you, because right now, of course, the girls that are the anal queens is like the Avery Jane and the Rebel Rider,
I
period.
love Rebel. She's so sweet. I've put my fingers in her butt before.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. That is the ultimate threesome. I wish I could do that threesome.
Oh, yeah.
Rebel
I would
Rider.
love, love, love to work with her. We've talked about it before, but we haven't made it
Mhm.
happen. Like I said, it's hard to be same place, same time and make everything work.
Yeah.
But yeah, her and Rex are super awesome and nice people. And that's what I love about her too, is like she's this dirty fucking slut, but she's so sweet too and so down to earth.
Mhm.
And that's how I like to be too. Like I'm not
Mhm.
prissy or like egotistical, like
Mhm.
super chill, just want to
Mhm.
have fun and have sex and thoroughly enjoy it. And Rebel's the same way.
Almost definitely. So now, when coming in, because a lot of people have preconceived notions of what would sell in porn, what would go over in porn.
Hmm.
One, did you think that you would be hot with your age? Take away the fact you do anal and all that. Did you think that you would get as many bookings, be as popular, as known, have the
I think,
fan base?
yeah, I think right now is like just a really good time for MILFs in general. And for me personally, I like watching MILFs perform more just because I feel like they just have all that experience. They know what they want. They're not shy about it. Like they're able to take control. And I think that's hot. Like just to
Mm-hmm.
have a little, not a little girl, a girl just like sit there and be a pillow princess the whole time. Like that's not
Mm-hmm.
hot to me. Like I like a woman who can take charge, who knows her body,
Mm-hmm.
instructs men how to use it. Like that's just really hot to me. Even though I am a huge Adriana Chechik fan, she was my favorite from the start. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, no, I love like how popular MILFs are right now. And even just
Mm-hmm.
like on my own Twitter, like I love, just seeing them like rock everything. Like Milfy, I love that
Mm-hmm.
website. Like I think it's awesome.
Yeah, because I was saying this, the game has gotten older.
Yeah.
Um, but to be honest with you, because the fans want to see older women. This year the hot wife term has then took hold. Now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and
Well, and the
everything.
thing is, for me, like I love being a hot wife and I think it's so hot to do those scenes, but I rarely ever get the hot wife scenes. I usually get the stepmom type scenes, like the stepmom MILF type scenes. People
Well,
are really, really into that.
oh
So,
yeah, no, because you fit that mold. See, I tell people Hollywood. We keep 100 on my show. Hollywood has an image of what they're looking for. One, you ain't got much tax, if any. Two, you have the sexy next door look and a begging body, meaning that like if she right now she took off her clothes right now, y'all be like, wow. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't check you
yeah.
out, mama. I'm like, yeah. So
I feel like I
it
have a
does.
very sweet, like nurturing thing about myself too. Cause I mean, I am a mom. Like it does
Mhm.
apply. Like, and I was raised a lot in the South. So I've got that going.
Yeah, and then add to it, she does DP, she does anal, she does double anal, she sucks dick very nastily. It's the perfect. That's why they throw you in there.
Yeah.
Period. Because it's kind of like it's a certain. It's sometimes we can't help where they place us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Period. So for you, because that's where the mainstream has placed you, do you play up to that in your own content?
Yeah, I do stepmom stuff too. Yeah, and I actually get like I would say that's probably like my number one request for customs are usually
Mhm.
stepson, stepmom scenarios.
Oh my god! Oh, they also let you know how freaky we done really got now. Because before that, it was the best friend, the mom's best friend, the mom next door. Oh
Right?
no,
They're making it
stepmom.
closer and closer, like
Closer and closer. The only
see
reason why
how
they
much they
say
can get away with.
I'm saying the only reason why they can't say mom and daughter is because Visa and MasterCard. That's why. But they
The
trying they damn should get there.
The thing is, though, like usually, like in scripts and stuff, it'll say make sure to establish step relations in the very beginning
Yeah,
of the scene. But after you establish that they're stepmom, stepson, then you can say mommy. It doesn't have to be
yeah,
stepmommy. You say
yeah,
mommy as much as you want, and they
yeah.
encourage it. But as long as you say, "Oh my, you're my favorite stepson," and then boom, you can fuck mommy's brains out. Just like
Yeah. Yeah, because it's to the point, like I said, even to I had one called MILF, which is called Mother in Law. I like to fuck, right?
Oh, okay.
And it was just, and it wasn't that she was my mother in law. No, she was my son's mother in law. Okay,
Oh,
but
okay.
they put step in there. I was like, okay, I'm just not even gonna say that. I'm just, oh my goodness. So when it comes to um the studio shoot and your content shoots, how they differ when it comes to structure?
I feel like it's a lot different. Like, especially with me, I feel like with my content stuff, my content trades, I usually
Mm-hmm.
keep it pretty gonzo, just like a sex tape, like hotel hookup type of thing. I haven't really
Mm-hmm.
like delved into a ton of script except for the she seduced me ones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So just like the script being different, hair and makeup, you get pretty girl pictures beforehand. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a longer process, but they're just little steps.
Mm-hmm.
Um I like it better when there is a crew and stuff there. Like I don't know if I just like, more people watching. I don't know. I think it's more fun when I'm on set and there's multiple people and I'm very goofy and very social. Like I like to joke around in between scenes and stuff like that and just have a fun time with it. So I think I like that better because there's not
Mm-hmm.
as much of that, like if it's just you and another person.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, because even with me, I got spoiled 'cause I had a cameraman and with the
yeah.
studio lights and all that shit. So it's kind of like the only thing is when he brought somebody that he didn't tell me about, it might have threw me off just slightly, but not much. Not the point I couldn't
Yeah.
do shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, we got an extra person in here, so I'm get my head together here. Period. But you got to be somewhat into people watching you. That's
Oh yeah,
why. That's why a person that swings is perfect for this business. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Because you're literally used to people watching. Because sometimes they'll sit back and watch, like, damn,
Mhm.
it amazed me.
Yeah, like at the hotel takeovers, I was known for starting all girl orgies. And so, like, I would initiate them and we'd have like certain rooms. I'd bring a ton of toys and stuff. And my husband and like our close friends would kind of just like monitor it, make sure no guys jumped in. But the club that we belonged to was very, very good about consent and stuff. But the
Mm.
room would be literally packed full of men and women, and then like two beds with like 20 women fucking on it and everyone watching. It was just like super hot.
Oh yes. So now I always talk about this. The one thing about porn is that we get a grace discovery for our sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one thing that you learned about yourself that you didn't know about yourself before you got in this business sexually?
I don't know because like I feel like I had tried so many different things beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
That's really tough for me because hmm I guess the acting. I know that sounds stupid, but like I never was a theater kid or did any of that type of stuff, but when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to like the She Seduced Me, we have a lot of like ad-libbing. Naughty America, you do a lot of that as well. And then I recently did a Missa X feature. So it
Mm-hmm.
was 2 days, and like the first day was like one of them was like 14 pages of script, and another one was 15 pages of
Damn.
script. And yeah, so it was a lot, and it was my first time like having that much. But I really enjoyed like getting into the character, and I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed like reading the script. Like reading the script itself like got me even more excited for it and like turned on about it. And I was just like visualizing it in my head, and was just like, oh, I can't wait till we get to this part of the scene. So, which that is actually an airtight. So it's not my
Ooh.
first pro airtight. My first pro airtight's coming out soon, but
Mm.
that's all I can really say right now.
Yes, that so people can understand. That's when the dick is completely gripped, and she's pulling you. Yeah.
Yeah, like the airtight, all your holes are filled at the same time. It's airtight. Ain't no
Yes.
air getting in except for your
Ain't
nose, I
nothing.
guess.
That's it. That's it. The pussy, the ass, no air. Yes.
Yep.
So you know what I like about her? She just gets down. I love a woman like that.
I enjoy it. My husband and I joke that it's like it's not a work trip, it's a slutcation for me.
Mm,
I just get to go and have fun and then come back and be the sweet, innocent mom.
yeah. So it to me because I always looked at it like this because you're doing the scripts and stuff like that. With me, I would think would it inspire you to do similar stuff like that with your own because it's kind of like how can I put this? Sometimes when we had like with me when I did music, right? If I featured with someone that had a name, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to want to take from what I did with them and try to bring to my own so that I can get the same type of success. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and
go
I
ahead.
feel like content trades these days, like you said, some people have videographers that record it and edit it and everything. I think we're entering a world where we're going to see a lot more just like indie type of websites or personal websites that's where most of the porn is sold. I think the big time companies like they'll always be there, but I think things are going to trend more towards personal pages, not
Yeah,
OF, but just people who put like a lot into the acting, the editing, the outfits, like the whole thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
People are doing it on their own these days.
yeah. I said the future was streaming and .coms
Yep.
because the streaming because the ad revenue because now people they might watch for free, but we can get paid from them watching for free. And then the .com because you can't scat, you can't pee, you can't do this, you can't say that,
Yeah.
and it limits people ability to create great content because it's certain because the way the regulations is on some of these sites.
I agree. Yeah.
And so because I just love what she's doing out this piece because it's like it so now here's the other thing too. When it comes to because we of course we had as we recording this, we had a situation with some shit with some people. Well, with some dude named Gucci Third Leg, but I digress. Um, speak to the sacrifice that we have to make in this business as porn stars for our personal, sexual health as well as professional,
Mm-hmm.
because we can't move like civilians do. And that's one thing that I don't think these podcasts anyone really discuss is the sacrifice we got to make, especially with y'all being in the swingers lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different than when you first got in swinging and then it became porn. So speak to that.
So, because we live in a conservative small town and I'm having to do the long trips, I have to pay extra for all the testing, like, the shipping fees, the draw fees. Like, I pay a ton of money for testing. We haven't swung since I've joined the industry just because it's not worth risking catching something, spending all that money on the test, and then having to cancel a trip. So I definitely miss swinging and stuff like that. But like you said, you kind of adapt. So what we usually do, because my husband
Mm-hmm.
plays as well, but he prefers to watch me. It's just something that he's liked best. We
Mm-hmm.
have a stag and vixen dynamic where it's not cuckold at all. It's he can
Mm-hmm.
be there and just watch. He can jump in and participate when he wants to. He can send me off, like all kinds of different things. But
Yeah.
how we do it now is like you were talking about the reclaiming. So I will go on a work trip, you know,
Yeah.
share pictures and behind the scenes type of stuff with him. Like I always send him pictures of like my used holes afterwards, like a close up of
Mm-hmm.
them, and then when I
Mm-hmm.
get home, then I talk to him while we're having sex about it and what a good slut I was for him. And then he reclaims each of the holes. So like one night he'll reclaim my pussy, one night he'll reclaim my ass, one night he'll reclaim my mouth, and then I'm like fully ready to be released back into the wild and like do it all over again. So it's not what we used to do, but we're still having fun with it. I think if we lived, you know, in a more open town and had
Yeah.
more access to the testing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can't do like I think Clear has like where you pay like $300 a month for unlimited testing. Like I don't have access to that. Like I pay more than that just for one test. So, um like if
Mm.
we had more access to it and stuff, I think that we would still participate more, with friends who we
Mm-hmm.
knew were testing regularly too. But we just can't trust
Mm-hmm.
people on the lifestyle to test as often as people who are in the industry. And
Yeah, because
MJ,
see that. Yeah, because see the thing about it is that was the one thing that OnlyFans saturation brought in is that
mm-hmm,
it was a saturation of people come in, and when you have more people in the industry now or trying to do the industry as they try to do, it opens up more things, period.
mm-hmm,
Because now people don't shoot for money anymore; they damn near shoot for clout and to go viral. The
yeah.
way it looks. I mean, I can go into a whole conversation about that shit, but I don't want to sound like a grumpy Gus. So, but for you, it's kind of like that. What people I think don't really take into account when they do this. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you just can't move like that because at some point you're gonna want to level up or get the
Yep.
opportunity to, and everything. So for you, it's like, please explain to the people what one positive test can do to the industry. Because you done
Oh,
seen
I
it.
mean, yeah. Like just think these people, their income, how they pay for their rent, their food, everything is based on being able to perform. And if you get that positive test, you're not able to perform. And with MGen being so current and everything these days,
Mm-hmm.
most regular physicians, if you ask them for a test for MGen, they don't know what MGen is. It's not
Mm-mm.
something that's tested in the regular community. It's tested in the industry. So there's probably so many people carrying MGen that are outside of the industry. And then if you get MGen, that's
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks of antibiotics. So
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks that you cannot work at all. So you're canceling all those shoots. canceling those collabs, everything. I mean, it can really throw someone off. So you definitely have to keep other people in mind, like, and yourself, just got to be smart and safe about it. And like I said, as much as I miss swinging, it's just not worth the risk.
And see, now here's the other reason why the game is growing older, because I always say this, and they hear me talk about it. A woman is in her prime when she's in her, to me, late 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yes,
Period.
I agree too, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because sexually, she knows herself better. She understands herself. And also, she developed the gene called I don't give a fuck no more. Now.
Yep, there's confidence in there too. She's confident in her body and everything, and confidence helps a lot.
So so do you think that a lot of these young girls, do you think, how can I put this? Do you think that 20-year-old you could handle this industry?
Oh, hell no. No. Mm-mm. I don't think that I would have the wisdom, the tough enough skin. Like, there's been bad situations that I could have gone into, but I think the fact that I am older and that I could speak up for myself easier and stuff, I saved myself from those situations. But I guarantee a 20-year-old girl that was put in the same situation that I was still went through with it because she didn't have that. You know what I mean? She didn't have that life experience, or maybe she just thought it was normal or whatever, and it's not. So I think a ton of these younger girls, and I'm sure women my age too, being new to the industry, but are definitely taken advantage of because of that. You know what I mean? And I don't think my self-esteem, even at that age, or like my husband and I didn't start getting like super freaky, honestly, until after we had kids. So I feel like you're learning so much still about your body at 20 and
Yeah.
like what you like in life and stuff. So I think it'd be really hard, but I mean, it works for girls, but I do think that's why we see a lot of burnout too, is because, these young girls get into it thinking it's going to be something, and then it turns out it's a lot. And it's a lot mentally too, just like, I mean, you're put out there for the whole world to judge. That's a lot,
Yeah.
and I think a young girl's mind, because I as a 36-year-old still struggle sometimes, knowing that you're out there, or it's easy to compare yourself to all these perfect, beautiful women that are in the industry. So, yeah.
See too, this is, I tell females, the key to being successful in porn is to look sexy while being the nastiest, the freakiest, the sluttiest female on God's green earth. And
Yep.
she has accomplished that, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. And I'm just trying to be myself too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know that like TikToking and all that like influencer stuff is super popular these days. I love to watch that type of stuff, but I don't like to do it. And yeah,
No.
my numbers aren't gonna rise as quickly and stuff, but that's okay with me because that's not who I am, and I'm not gonna trade it to be that.
But see, also to a certain extent, the way that you're moving lends you to you don't need it. See, that what
Yeah.
people don't realize. Because one, when I look at your page, it screams porn star. It screams importance. You feel what I'm saying? From the pictures that I posted, because they're professionally done, what have you, the scenes that look. So you look important. A lot of these people do their TikTok to be important.
Yeah.
You already hit it. So it tells with you getting the bookings. It tells with the sales with your content. You feel what I'm saying? Because because what has been lost in this game has been the quality.
Oh, I agree too. Like, it's not taken like as seriously, and like I said, I think a lot of people do it because they want to be famous or they want the money, and it's like you're not doing it for the sex at all.
Yeah, yeah. It like, and even to the point that like I tell people, it's a craft, and you have to love it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because my thing is this: for all you got to go through and deal with the scrutiny, the bullshit, and all that, why are you gonna half-ass coming in? That's just
Yeah.
me. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like, shit. You just don't know how I feel to have the conversation with your moms because she done saw your website.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool because she said it best, and the smokers know what she said. Never be ashamed of what you got to do to feed your family. So
Yeah.
that's how my mom worked. So people, I done held this gorgeous lady up here for an hour, and we ain't even touched the surface on a lot of stuff. So you know what that means, right? I got to ask her the $1 million question. And Miss Sienna Rae, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Absolutely.
Say no more. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge for certain, and we're gonna bring her sexy ass. I'm gonna get her to dress up a little bit more sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Show a little more cleavage.
I'm in my sweats.
Oh no. See, what it proves is she is drop dead gorgeous because she looks sexy regular. So
Yeah. No
you need
makeup.
to, yeah. So we're gonna bring it to the premium smoke room where we're gonna get her made up. She
There
gonna
we
show
go.
them legs off, show them this sexiness off,
Yeah.
and the conversation gonna get more saucier. It's gonna get more candid, more provocative, more wilder, more unpredictable. Ticks might come out,
Let's
dildos
do
might pop
it.
out. You don't know unless you subscribe. Plus, also 6. That's right, people. 6 premium podcasts for you to enjoy also, as well as special events episodes known as a VIP smoke room where it gets even more saucier.
Yeah, that
As
sounds
well,
fun.
oh yeah, see, she gonna be a part of that too. And also be on the lookout because once a month the Premium Smoking will be sponsoring a live on X. That's right, we're gonna go live on X, so where the girls can show the titties and we can talk that real talk about the industry because it ain't just about the titties, it's about the conversation too, people. As well as if you're looking for some Triple X content, go over to the store where you can see my work as I give the ladies the work because big dicks growing the sticks. That's why they call me Big Country. And for my Spotify users, I got you covered over there too. Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and we give you that real smoke about the industry from a male's perspective.
Ooh,
You
that's
feel me?
interesting. Yeah.
So you got 2 ways to subscribe. Either you can be a premium smoker or you can get some Savage Smoke. Oh, also over in Spotify, I also got over 400 episodes for you to binge, listen, and watch, ranging from limited pod series that I did in the past, premium smoke podcast episodes that's not on Loyal Fans, and special stuff I'm strictly going to be doing for Spotify. So either way, subscribe to both or subscribe to one. Either way, just subscribe. So with that being said, Miss Rae, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
You can find me first on X, of course, with all my links, but I am X Sienna Rae X on Twitter. And then I also have my own website, www.siennarae.com. And then my OnlyFans is the same as my Twitter, so X Sienna Rae X. And also, you can find me on ManyVids too. And Pornhub. I just started a Pornhub not too long ago. If you want to see some
Ooh.
free stuff.
So there you go. So people, what did we smoke over today? What did I give you to learn? Well, one, that Miss Rae, she's one hell of a freak, people. And that people actually do this because they like doing it.
Yes.
See, the reason why I retired because it wasn't fun anymore. See, part of this is you got to enjoy doing it. Is you got to
Yes.
enjoy the sex that you're having on camera. You got to enjoy being on camera. You got to enjoy being watched. You have to enjoy the motions of the set. And you even got to enjoy the aftermath. The point
Absolutely.
is that a lot of you people think that people get into this because of money, because they ain't got no choice. Life done gave them a wrong turn and they had to come here. No, that's not always the case. And probably a small percentage of the case. a lot of these people came to this business because they wanted to do it.
Yep.
One, empowerment. What's more empowering than running your own business? Two,
Yeah.
I get to be as freaky, as nasty, as dirty, and try as many things as I want sexually. And I ain't got to worry about no one judging me or looking sideways at me.
Yep.
And four, I find out how sexy I am because motherfuckers buying my damn shit. So, so the way I want you to learn is that people do this because they love it, man.
Yep.
Whether
I
it's they love the money, whether they love the sex, whether they just love being filmed and looking fucking pretty. You can't succeed in this if you don't make this a labor of love.
Yep.
So, with that being said, people, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke
Good
this
one. Words of
over.
wisdom there, baby.
Thank you, baby. Say goodbye to the people, baby.
Bye, guys. I'll see you guys again soon.
Yes. And hold on, give me a second. And